my name is Kelah and welcome back to my channel. Hello to all of the newbies. So today I want to talk about 10 habits that will change your life. So these are 10 things that I have implemented in my life that I can say with certainty have helped me to be a better and more productive person. I want to go ahead and provide a disclaimer that although these 10 things may have helped me, they may not work for you. We are all different people with different ways of viewing things that respond to things differently. So of course you want to go ahead and do your own research and your own self-reflection and find the 10 habits that will work for you. If you find anything in this list that you feel that you can implement, then great. That is the purpose of this video. Okay, with that being said, let's jump into the 10 habits that have changed my life. Okay, so habit number 1 is to devote some time every day towards learning something. It doesn't have to be the same thing, but I would say at least 15 minutes every day you want to devote to learning something that can help you in your goals and your endeavors. So as an example, for me, I really do want to learn French, so I make it a habit that every day I devote 15 minutes at minimum to learning French. I use an app called Duolingo, but then I also use other methods such as just learning vocabulary or just learning grammar rules. So I take my 15 minutes every day and I utilize that time to help me learn French. Some days I actually devote more time to this because I have so many things going on that I do want to accomplish. So I may use another 15 minutes to go ahead and learn how to do something with regard to editing or learning how to grow a YouTube channel. Or I may learn something related to fitness or mental health, like whatever it is that will help you to get to your goals. That's what you want to devote 15 minutes to every day. Okay, so number 2, another thing that has changed my life is having some form of daily activity. This shows up in different forms for me. Sometimes daily activity for me is just making sure that I got up and did some type of walking or standing every hour. If you have a fitness watch, this is very easy to do. So one day I may say, okay, you know what? I want to make sure that I get up and walk and stand at least 12 hours in the day. And some days I make it and some days I may come up a little short, but it's always just having that goal that really does motivate me to get up and try to do it. Another thing that I do try to do is I try to go and take walks every other day. So I would just go ahead and walk around my neighborhood for about 30 minutes, and it really does help me in terms of clearing my mind or just, getting any stress of the day off. Sometimes I may listen to a podcast, and so it's being able to do 2 things in one, especially if I'm listening to a French podcast or some other type of educational, informative podcast. Another thing that I like to do is I do like to do dancing with my neighbor. So we try to meet every day around a certain time and we try to do dancing. It does not always work out, but we have been doing it and trying to be more consistent with it to the best of our abilities with our schedules. And so that is another way how I try to get some activity in my day. Okay, so habit number 3 that I have incorporated in my life is that I try to devote 30 minutes every day towards reading a book. I'm not gonna lie, this is not something that I do all the time because life happens and I'm like busy doing all kinds of other things. And so I may have moments or days where I skip, or I may have 2 or 3 days where I skip, but I am definitely reading a lot more than previously and I've been learning so much. So right now, one of the books that I'm currently reading is Limitless by Jim Quick, and it has been a really good read and I have been enjoying it so much. Habit number 4 is getting good sleep. So me and my husband, we like to go to Barnes & Noble every once in a while and pick up a book or 2 just to add to our collection, just to see if we found anything interesting or if we have a book that we're ready looking forward to purchasing, we'll go ahead and do that. So on one of our visits, he ended up picking a book called Why We Sleep by Matthew Walker. And I haven't read the book yet because I'm still waiting on him to be done reading the book. So if you're seeing this, please, Martel, be done with the book so that I can get to it. So he did talk to me about a few parts of the book, or sometimes he would go ahead and read pieces and chapters of the book to me. And it really made me realize how important sleep is and how it affects so many aspects of our lives. And if you don't get quality sleep, or if the amount of sleep that you got isn't enough, it's hard to really bounce back from that. There is no idea of, okay, I only slept 4 hours yesterday, I'm gonna go and try and make up for it tonight. It actually takes your body time to recover from missing out on those hours of sleep that it needed to repair and refresh. So that has been something that we have definitely been working on. We've gotten mood lighting to help when it's time to go to bed. We try to limit the amount of technology we have before we go to bed. My husband, he actually likes to turn his phone into grayscale, which I could never do because I hate it. I just don't like looking at my phone in grayscale. So I just try to not look at my phone after a certain point of time. Or if I am on my phone, I definitely make sure I have on a blue light filter. Also, another thing that we do is we take some melatonin before we go to bed, just to kind of get that process going. I don't always need the melatonin because some days I'm just so beat, like I can go to bed easily. But for the days where I feel like I need a little bit of help getting to bed, I go ahead and I take that melatonin about an hour before I want to go to bed. So seeing that we're on the topic of sleeping, habit number 5 is, and I know this sounds a little like cliche, but it really is true, making your bed every day. It helps to enforce discipline and also to set you up for a productive day. And I found that since I've started doing this, and of course, like with everything, I am not literal because I may not do these things every single day like I should, but in general, I have been doing these things way more than I have in the past. And so that's why I call them habits. In general, when the bed is made, I just feel like I've accomplished something so early in the day because I know how I had to be intentional to go ahead and make that bed. And also it just makes me want to do other things throughout the day, and it makes me want to be productive. A day where I make my bed tends to be one of my more productive days. I don't know like the psychology of it. I don't know the science around it, but I do know whenever I make my bed, I definitely have a feeling of like, okay, this is a day where I'm just gonna go hard and I'm gonna go and get it and go after all of my goals or whatever accomplishments I have set for the day. Okay, habit number 6 is for all the perfectionists out there, and I would know because I am definitely one. And it is to adjust your standards. I know that when you do something as a perfectionist, sometimes you have this really strong urge that you want to give 120%. You want to give 200%. Whatever number it is you want to give, it's probably more than 100. And I have always struggled with wanting everything to be perfect, which has also been a detractor because if I feel like things aren't perfect, I don't want to do it. And that's one of the reasons why I haven't really been consistent with videos, because I make a lot of videos, but then I go and I watch my videos and I'm like, oh, this happened and that happened, and I don't like how this looks, or I don't like how I said this. I don't like how I didn't capture what I wanted to capture. I didn't say what I wanted to say. And then the video just ends up being deleted, or I like edit it and I say, oh, I'm going to upload it anyway. And then I don't. Here's what I have to say to any perfectionist. And I'm definitely preaching to myself when I say this. Okay, are you ready? Come closer because I really want you to get this. Good enough is good enough. So remember that. Good enough is good enough. Sometimes in life, when you want to achieve your goals and you really want to get moving and get ahead, and you find yourself just stuck in the same spot because you're being too much of a perfectionist, you have to learn to let go. You don't have to go above and beyond what is expected because good enough is good enough. Okay, so habit number 7 that I have incorporated into my life is daily motivation or meditation. This could be in different ways for different people. For me, I'm a very spiritual person, and so daily meditation for me looks like prayer or even reading a devotion from my Bible. So if you've never tried to do that, just go ahead and take a little time out of your day. I personally like to do it first thing in the morning when I wake up, just to start the day off right. So go ahead and give that a try. Have some devotion, have some meditation in your day. Okay, habit number 8 that has helped me is making a daily checklist for the top 3 things that I want to get done in that day. I try not to make my list too long, because if you make your list too long, it could get very overwhelming and you may not accomplish anything. So I just pick the top 3 things, the top 3 most important things that I need to get done that day, and I go ahead and I get those done first. Anything else that's completed after that is just like icing on the cake. But you are going to feel so accomplished if you write down 3 goals and you get those goals accomplished within that day. Please make sure these are goals that you can actually achieve. You don't want to go ahead and to commit to a goal you know you won't be able to complete, or that you feel will give you some type of apprehension. As an example, like when you're in college and you have a paper to write, you don't want to say to yourself, okay, today I'm going to write a whole paper. What you would say is, okay, today I want to go ahead and write the introduction, the first paragraph of my paper. You just want to go ahead and make the goal achievable. You don't want the goal to cause you too much anxiety, because what will happen is that you might not even attempt to achieve the goal at all. Make the goal easy enough that you want to do it, but not too easy that you don't feel like you're making progress. Okay, so habit number 9. And honestly, this was one of the top habits that really did help me, because I am a terrible procrastinator. So if you are also a procrastinator, this habit is for you. And this is to do things even when you don't want to do it. If you don't want to do something, that is even more reason to do it. And I find that the things that you don't want to do, they should be the first things on your list of priority. So get the things that you don't want to do out of the way first. This habit has really been a game changer for me, because I am definitely a procrastinator. Honestly, I think being a perfectionist is what makes me procrastinate, because sometimes if you know you want to do something and you don't feel as though you are gonna do it perfectly, that in itself can cause you to procrastinate. So in this case, done is better than perfect. Okay guys, if you've made it to this part of the video, I want to thank you so much, because now we are on habit number 10. So any of you who follow my channel in any type of way would have noticed that I did not post any videos in February. And this is because I was definitely having some burnout after Vlogmas, where I've vlogged almost every day. Not every day, but I vlogged many days. I think I did like 20 videos in December alone, and it was really hard to make a video. And okay guys, sorry if the video doesn't look exactly the same. My new camera ran out of storage, and so I had to go ahead and handle that. But what I was saying is that it was really hard for me to continue going on, because I had such burnout from making videos every single day, editing them and trying to upload them. It just took so much out of me, and I was still working my 9 to 5 on top of that. So it just kind of became a lot. And that's why in February I realized, like, no, I need a break. And so that is why I did a digital detox. So not only was I not on YouTube, I also wasn't really on social media much either. I am definitely gonna make it a yearly thing, where I just go ahead and take like a month or however much time I need away from the internet, and just allow myself to like just get in tune with myself, or you know, get back to the mental space that I need to be in, because these videos take so much work. I mean, They definitely don't seem as though they take a lot of work, but they take way more work than you would think. You have to think of video ideas that people are actually going to find somewhat entertaining, which I've learned the hard way, because everything that you might find entertaining, everybody else may not find entertaining. You have to go ahead and basically come up like with an outline for the video. Then you have to actually film the video. Then you have to actually edit the video. And it doesn't stop there, because once you do all of that, you have to think about thumbnails and what you're going to actually title the video. And you have to think about your description and all of those things that go into just making one video. And so I definitely just needed a break. And the good thing is, though, I've definitely come up with some content ideas, and I hope that you guys are willing to stick it out, because I will definitely be trying different things on the channel, just to see what I really want this channel to be. So I consider my channel like a lifestyle channel, but that focuses on self-transformation for the most part. But if you are interested in like providing some feedback, why don't you go ahead in the comments or in the email that I have tagged down in the description. Go ahead and give me video ideas of things that you guys would actually like to see from me, because I definitely want to make videos that you guys actually want to watch, because I just want to provide you guys with actual value. I want to make sure that my viewers and people who like watching me, that it's something that you guys want to see. And so I definitely value your input. If you have any topics or things that you would like me to consider adding on the channel, please go ahead and put them in the comment section or email me. Okay guys, so that's it for this video. I have given you the 10 things that I feel has changed my life for the better, and I hope that some of these things will help you, and I hope that you will be able to incorporate some of these things into your life and to make habits out of them, so that you can become the best version of you, because we're not being stagnant over here. We're changing, but we're changing for the better. We're creating the best version of ourselves that we can, that we want to, because life is too short to have regrets. So okay guys, that's it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please go ahead and like, and if you want to follow up with me in all my future videos, go ahead and subscribe. I would really love that. If you want to help me to reach my goal to make 500 subscribers by my birthday in July, then please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. But of course, only if you actually want to, because then it would just hurt my channel if you subscribed and you actually did not want my content. So please don't feel any pressure to subscribe unless you actually want to. And if you want to come along and join this little family over here, you are more than welcome. That's it for this video guys. I'll go ahead and see you in the next one. Enjoy the rest of your day. Be blessed. Bye.